Recording start. Okay, it start. Oh, it started. I don't even know why people would listen to this, but here you gotta go. So this is gonna be my vlog. I'm using my phone. I'm using my phone selfie stick. I guess you call it a selfie stick. Is that one of those cheap? Actually, with one of these. It has a Bluetooth button on the bottom, so I can take pictures of it. But I'm using it for videos from this one, so it doesn't work with the Android video, but I heard it works with the iPhone for some reason. So I had to switch it, and it's retarded. But I mean, it works with pictures fine. But that's not the point. The point is, for this, and that will be me to talk about my dreams. So now I want to make this a dream vlog, and I don't know if I want to use the phone as the video thing with one of these, which is iGear crystal sound thing I bought a while back, so I could plug it in. It just has better sound quality because everybody likes good sound quality apparently, especially when you listen to my voice. I got the best voice around, right? Okay, so the story starts, or dream, the dream. It's pretty weird. I get weird dreams. So the dream, there's this going. I'm sitting there in this dark house, and we're taking pictures. So I'm trying to learn how to use the camera and stuff. Pew, 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 pew. Oops, upside down. Pew, pew, this way. And so I'm trying to learn how to use this, and I had this dream about that, right? So I'm taking pictures, and my friend has this cool idea. Where if you take, so for example, in the dream I had two mirrors, and in the mirror, right, you can see the reflection in the mirror, right? If you angle it just right, you keep the reflection keeps going in, and you can see reflected, whatever that stupid thing's called, right? So we had that set up. Every time it's reset up and we're taking a picture. I don't know why we thought it was cool, but I guess we're just taking a picture. We're just being goofy and stupid like always, right? So we either be stupid or try. I'm kind of winging it. So I'm all into these new things, and just like this, right? So back to the dream. So we're doing this new thing, taking this picture, and we're going. So we take the picture, and I remember it clearly. But it's take the picture, and you look in the camera and you see the picture, right? Whatever, it looks kind of weird, it's dark, it's supposed to be scary. There's this figure, this thing, really far in the background, like 40, like whatever, as far as you can see in the mirror, you know, the endless thing, whatever. Well, okay, let's keep going. So we take the picture. Every time we take the picture, I think it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Closer. Yeah. And it gets to the point where like you're looking at it, you're like, oh, look at this thing. It is not alive. It's like, by the time I took, I don't know how many pictures, a bunch of them. So it's hanging upside down on the mirror. So in the photo, you can see the mirror, and it's hanging upside down, right? It's hanging upside down, and you see the face. The face is like half of it's rotten off. Just like it's a moldy like zombie from like The Walking Dead. Like they've been out there longer, so the faces are rotten out. They're like right. There's like a half, and then the other half is like when you see like the Chinese and Japanese kind of go, where just like regular face, but they're just super white kind of thing, like white facing. Yeah. But so it was like that. I'm like, what the? And for some reason it wasn't scary. It's funny because I mean, in the dream, you would think it would be scary. It was like, what the fuck? But I had this feeling in the dream where that ghost thing was me. I don't know why I thought it was me. But I mean, it was me enough to know, like, oh, I think that seems familiar. I think that's supposed to be me, right? So we take more pictures, and eventually it's hanging upside down. You see the moldy face, feeling that it was me. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but you know, it's a dream. It's not supposed to make sense. It's like upside down, or it's upside down in the mirror. I'm like, just sitting there. I'm like, this thing's freaky looking. I'm not scared. That's the thing. It's not a nightmare. I'm not scared. It's sitting here. I'm like, oh, I feel that's me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this about? So I'm talking to my friend about it. I'm like, did you see that? So I showed her the picture. And they look at it, and I'm like, oh, you know, I think I know that person. And they're trying to tell me about it. As they're trying to tell me who it is, they know who it is. And they're going to identify. And there's like, once they tell me, guess what happens? Typical dream stuff. You just wake up, and then that's it. You just wake up. Why? Which is all crazy, but you just wake up. Wake up the most important time when you just figure out what's going on and how these things are going, how they are. But being me and the person winging it, guess what I did? I went on the computer, went bloop, 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 typed in some stuff, all right? Maybe better lighting, it's better. I think you got sun over here. Yeah, you can see me better over here. Yes, I went on the computer. So I went on the computer, went, type some stuff in to see what the meaning behind all this stuff is, right? Because I think each dreams, whenever you dream something, is your brain telling you something important. It's either it's important, 2, has to be important because your brain's making this stuff up, even though it's super crazy and it doesn't make sense, but it has to make sense because your brain's making it, right? So everything has to make sense, always. And 3, where's that 4? Oh, well, 3 or 4, that it's just exciting. You know, it's exciting to know that your whole day is normal. You go do the same thing, and then when you go to sleep, Somehow your brain takes all the information and makes up this crazy stuff, like off the wall. Like this is normal for my dream. I actually got it quite a bit, so the house stays quiet more often, so I could do this stuff because I don't think they want me to talk out loud. This place echoes too much. Like, yeah, so that's why I'm doing it on the telephone thing, so I could walk out, and if I need to, I can hide in my car. But then again, I'll be in my car. I don't want people to assume it's a car review because I'm anything cool. You know, I drive a 2008 Miata, which is fun. I'd rather have the new one, or if I had the money, I'd get the first one, the first gen one, the one with the pop-up lights from the 90s, like boop, boop, super cool looking. With the thingies I learned about my dreams. So what I did was I get nervous and I wing it, so I'm just saying it. Hopefully this works. Hopefully you think this is better, because I don't want it to be scripted. You know, this way, since I'm talking to you, you're my friends. I tell this exact same story to my friends the same way. And they're like, why are you jumping all over the place? I'm like, because that's just the way it is. Because there's so much going on in the dream. There's so much things going on, and I just like to rant and talk to people. But since I moved here, as you can see, I'm in the desert. So I'm not in the desert. California. Was from Florida, so we were super muggy, and they're getting hit with that big hurricane right now. So I hope everything's okay with them. I think it's supposed to be hitting Miami sometime. Well, as the recording of today, it's supposed to hit Miami by Sunday or Monday. Hope everybody's okay there though. Still got family over there. So they're in northern Florida, so it won't be as bad because they're more inland, but you know, it still sucks. So back to my dream. So as I woke up, I was like, oh, so I wrote this down, handwriting stuff. Do you know how hard it is to reach my chicken scratch at, I usually wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So 6 a.m. Me trying to write something at 6 a.m. is not easy. So see, chicken scratch, right? So I had this green pen. So I was trying to write. Now I upgraded and got a Platinum Preppy, which is a fountain pen. I think it's a Lamy. And then I have one of the Pilot ones too. So secretly should be saving money because I thought it was cool. I mean, if I'm gonna try to write my dreams down, I'm gonna write it with something cool, right? In the dream. So it was like, okay, now I woke up, I'm like, what the heck? So I write down my dream stuff, you know, and I took some time looking it up, and here's what I found. Why did you for some reason just stop? Oh, back to this. And then, so I end up looking up. Now is where it gets all robotic and me talking, because not the way I would word things, because I looked it up online. So I'm like, oh, I'm curious about what this stuff is online, right? You know, you get those tarot card readers that read people, use the cards and tell you if you're gonna die or if you have good luck and stuff like that. I'm like, well, dreams has to say something. I would assume dreams would have to mean something. Apparently when you see your own self in a dream, you don't see yourself, you see a ghost, your own ghost, right? So a ghost figure yourself. I consider this ghost because half of me was like Chinese, Japanese ghost style thing. So ghost. So I'm supposed to be, according to the internet, according to the dream book, if you see a ghost, you're either one, you see your own ghost, you're either one, so symbolizes aspects of yourself that you fear. So that means you got some shit that's scary. Okay, why it has the word stuff super weird, I don't know. There's too much advanced language for this, so I'm doing it my own way. I'm gonna, mumble it and then say it my own way. Make it more normal and more commonly done-ish, because who uses aspects and symbolizes? I'm not no fairy person who reads tarot cards for a job. I'm just doing this because I think it's funny. So it goes on even more. So with the ghost thing, I assumed I was being stalked or haunted. I mean, I would assume that's haunted because you see ghosts or you're getting haunted. I don't know. But so apparently that according to the book of dream thingies or the online, it says that because they're so according to that, because I'm being haunted or stalked, cornstalk? Yeah, cornstalk. So cornstalk. So hunted by the cornstalk. So the ghost is stalking me, right? I'm like, oh, it's following me around, right? So apparently because it's following me around, it means I am uncomfortable of confronting my fears or something. Because it's stalking me, so it's according to the internet and the book, it's saying that refusing to confront issues from my past. That's why they're coming and haunting me, right? Yeah, and then, so I'm not willing to confront issues of the past that's affecting me now because this ghost is haunting me. Okay, and then I went into the whole zombie thing because half it was zombie and half it was ghost. So it means maybe there's a half issue and then a half flesh-eating motherfucker who wants to bite me. So it went into this. Out of the book of, pull it out because I keep mentioning it. So I chose this book out of random, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff out there and it's funny. I mean, you could just use the internet, but I don't know. So this book, The Ultimate Dream Journal or Dream language is what I used. Apparently it could be wrong because it's all perspective and all that other stuff, but hey, they were smart enough to write a book. So there must be some kind of evidence of realness because they wrote a book, right? Only cool people could write books and awesome people could write books. I mean, and then I have this book, which I still need to read. Kind of behind on that. Yeah, so yeah, you know, they had to be cool. You had to be at least or some kind of big person to write a book, to get a hardcover book too. So it makes it special. But the dream thing's not hardcover, but same thing, whatever. It's still a book. So the zombie portion. According to the book of dream language, they're pretty much addicted to prescription pills. Zombies rely on stuff to make them go sleepy, or zombies are addicted to pills. Me, no. But yeah, I guess according to that, and then according to it's funny because that's from the book. Okay, that's from that book right down there. That's from that book. And then I did some online, did some online stuff. I just Googled it. Like, you know, Google has everything. You just Google it. So I Googled it and it says, so basically online, it just says you are dead inside. I have the feeling of being dead. I'm just going through the motions of living because I am a zombie. It's kind of like when you watch like SpongeBob, when he had that disease where he was the undead or whatever, and Squidward was going to his workplace and he went into the whole zombie mode, just walked in there and did his thing. Yeah, so it's like that. I guess that's what they're saying. So you're just like null, a void of the world. You're just like, everything's the same. Why? I hate this place. Do the same thing over and over and over. You're turning into a zombie. Like an NPC. Turn into an NPC. Like when you play video games. Okay. So then the whole zombie thing was over. And then the ghost thing was done, right? And what else was there? Easy. Taking the pictures. So taking pictures usually means something. I would hope so, because I did significant things and I thought that was pretty big. You know, it was a big thing. You know, taking pictures. It was emphasized in the dream. So I gave up on the book for this one because I was like, oh no, whatever. This thing said I was a prescription junkie and I needed medicine to go to sleep, which I do not need medicine to go to sleep, and I don't take pills. So I was like, okay, so it's saying I'm a drug addict. I gave up on that for now. Maybe I'll try it again later. But according to the online of taking pictures, so taking pictures online says, like I said, I Googled this too, and it's a random dream thing. So I Googled it, saying that taking pictures. So taking pictures, according to the online thing, says I need to focus more on relationships and pay attention to situation. That's why you take pictures. You take pictures to remember, and also it says you take pictures to remember us. Taking pictures also means you had the desire to capture certain moments in your life, you know, to remember them, because that's what pictures are. You take pictures to remember certain emotions, or you take pictures to cherish the emotions, or if you are a good artist, you create the emotion, which is cool. But I guess apparently I'm supposed to focus on my situations around me and relation, according to the internet or the onlines. And you know, you have to believe everything online, because everything online is true. Can't go wrong with that. It's just like this book, everything in this book is true. So I have to start using this more, right? And that's it. That's my story. And that's my dream. I don't know how you end these things. I don't know how people end these things. You just go, bye. See you later. Peace out, yo. You know, I'm Asian. We Asian people don't really say bye. We just kind of cut it off and walk away. Yeah. Right. Crazy.